Hello friends, and today we can discuss from AS13 investment accounts illustration 2. Already in the earlier class we discussed about the complete theory part related to the investments, and illustration 1 also discussed, and today we can discuss the illustration 1. This is related to equity shares. Equity shares is a variable income, so that whenever you purchase and sell, definitely you will not find the words of X or come. Only in case of debentures, bonds, fixed income bearing securities, only there will be interest accrued but not due, and thereby you have to write come interest or X interest must be mentioned. If not mentioned, you may assume it is X interest. So definitely come interest and X interest required in case of fixed income bearing securities. But equity share variable income bearing securities, definitely you will not find come or X words while purchase as well as sales only, and you may find pre and post acquisition profits. We can discuss it. Of course, as a part of this problem, there is no dividend received, pre-acquisition dividend or post-acquisition dividend received. Whenever it comes, we can discuss this. This is a problem related to simply when bonus shares are given, how to handle. Bonus shares are given, as I said, the number of shares will be added or nominal value will be there, but cost incurred will be 0. Okay, cost incurred will be 0 in the cost column, need not to write anything. So columns so here we are going to write like this. In the books of Krishnamurthy we are working, in the books of Krishnamurthy, and investment account we are opening for the given period of time, year ending 31st March 2012, and so he is purchasing the shares in Telco company, equity shares purchased, and company has given some bonus shares also. And how to handle bonus shares are being simply sold, and how to calculate. Very important thing is, whenever bonus shares are issued, market value of the share will come down in the stock exchange. Why? Because the number of shares are increased, company net worth is same, asset minus liability net worth is same, but automatically number of shares are only increased. Net worth divided by number of shares, in the sense intrinsic value of share automatically will be reduced, so that whenever bonus shares are issued, and definitely the market price will be reduced. Okay, so let us see how to handle the given situation. On 1/4/2011, Mr. Krishnamurthy purchased 1000 equity shares. So you may have the columns like this. Whatever the columns, and we could have the fixed income bearing securities, date of particulars, nominal value, cost as well as interest there. Of course, here you may have the dividend. Only one column is different. Dividend column you can find here, interest column you can find in the fixed income bearing security. But of course here I am not having the dividend column because no information regarding dividend here, so that no column is there for dividend. If dividend is received, that to post acquisition dividend, I may have the dividend column also, but here not required. So on 1/4/2011, Mr. Krishnamurthy purchased 1000 equity shares of 100 rupees, which is 1 lakh rupees is a nominal value. And how it is purchased, it is given that there is some brokerage should be added, and there is some share transfer fees. While buying, any charges to be added, we know. While selling, any charges to be deducted. Okay, therefore let us see that 1/4/2011, whenever investments are purchased, investments account returned to bank account, right there in the nominal value column, 1000 shares each 100 rupees, which is 1 lakh nominal value. But while coming to the cost column, you may write here. So 1/4/2011, purchase of equity shares. Purchase of equity shares. Yes, look at that. 1000 equity shares are purchased each at 120 rupees. That is 1,20,000. So add 2% brokerage, 2% brokerage. We can say 1,20,000 into 2%. 1,20,000 into 2%, 2,400 brokerage. Add share transfer fee, 1,20,000 into. It is given that for 100 rupees 50 paise, 100 rupees 50 paise is nothing but 0.5%. This is 0.5%. 1,20,000 for 100 rupees. 1 rupee in the sense 1%. For 100 rupees, 50 paise means 0.5%. So 1,20,000 into 0.5%, 600. So we can say the cost here is 1,23,000. Right here 1,23,000 is the cost incurred. Right in the cost column. And thereafter it is given that 31st January 2012 bonus shares are given. For every 2 1 share is given, and I said that whenever bonus shares are issued 31st January 2012 when bonus shares are given, right here 2 bonus shares, it is already we are having 10,000 shares we are having. For every 2 1 share is given, that is what 5,000 shares are given. 5,000 shares are given, 1,000 shares we are having. Bonus shares are given for us. For every 2 shares, 1 share is given as a bonus share by the company. Let us say that 1,000 shares are there. For 1,000, for every 2 1 share given, that is what 500 shares. Each 100 rupees is a nominal value. So 500 into 100, 50,000 is a nominal value. 500 shares each 100 rupees. Out of 1,000, we are already having 1,000 shares. For every 2 share, 1 share offered by the company. For every 2 1 share means 1 by 2, 1,000 into 1 by 2, 500 shares. 500 each face value 100, therefore 50,000 nominal value. So cost incurred column is nil. Okay, then what happened? So actually before and after bonus issue, the shares quoted in the market like this: 175 rupees before bonus issue, after bonus issue it is 90. As I said that number of shares only increased but net worth is same, so that market value will come down. After bonus issue it is 90 rupees. Okay. On 31st March 2012, Mr. Krishnamurthy sold bonus shares through broker at 2% brokerage. Whenever investments are sold, bonus shares are sold, entry bank account data to shares account, investments account, in the investment by bank. 31st March 2012 by bank within bracket sale, 500 bonus shares are sold, each 100 face value it would be 50,000. How do you write in the cost column? So go to the working notes, 31st second working note point, 31st January 2012, sale of bonus shares. Check it, 500 bonus shares are sold, each market price 90, it is 45,000. Less brokerage, while brokerage to be deducted at the time of purchase, it is to be added, at the time of sale it should be deducted at the rate of 2%, that is 900. Therefore 44,100 rupees received by the sale of the investments. Write in the cost column 44,100. Obviously immediately we need to find out whenever sale taken place. So calculation of profit or loss on sale of bonus shares always to be calculated based on total average carrying cost. So the total investments what we are having, their nominal value is 1,50,000 total investments what I am having, and cost incurred for them 1,23,000. Totally 1,50,000 nominal value, for them cost 1,23,000. But I sold out of the 50,000 nominal value, and what would be the cost? Therefore 50,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 1,23,000, and check it what would be the amount here. So the resulting amount here 50,000 divided by 1,50,000 into 1,23,000. This is 41,000. Therefore, investments whatever you sold, its cost, average cost is 41,000, but sold for 44,100, and therefore profit on sale of investments, 3,100. So what would be the profit on sale of investments entry? Investments account at to P&L. In the investments to P&L, 31st March 2012 to P&L account within bracket profit, write in the amount column 3,100. So finally you have to value the investments at the end of the period, the last working note point, valuation of investments at the end of the period. So let us work out that. You have to check it, cost, average carrying cost and market price, whichever is lower to be considered. Cost or market price, whichever is lower to be considered. Last working notes, valuation of investments at the end of the period. Valuation of investments at the end of the period. Right, first I would like to know cost of investments I would like to know. Average cost of investments I would like to know. As earlier I said 1,50,000 total nominal value, for them cost incurred 1,23,000. Remaining nominal value will be 1 lakh. What is the average cost for them? 1 lakh divided by 1,50,000 into 1,23,000, and check it what would be the cost. So 1 lakh divided by 1,50,000 into 1,23,000. Okay, 82,000. But its market price is equal to how many investments are with you? 1,000 investments are there. Market price right now 90 rupees. That is 90,000. Whichever is lower to be taken. Then you have to take average cost is lower, and that's why that should be taken cost. If cost is taken and need not to incorporate in any loss here, because already these are at cost only, cost is lower, I am taking at cost only, so need not to incorporate in any loss. If market price is lower, then I have to bring the cost to the market price, then I have to incorporate the loss. But in this case, need not to incorporate any loss, because they are always at cost. Cost itself is lower, I can take it cost itself. Okay. Therefore, right there, buy balance carry down, and 1,000 investments are there. Their nominal value 1 lakh, and I can take at cost 82,000. Okay, that's all. No more item. Just you can go for total of both the sides. Nominal value 1,50,000, and also take the cost column both the sides 1,23,000 plus 3,100. The debit total 1,26,100. Even credit total also we can check 44,100 plus 82,000. The total would be 1,26,100. So this is a very simple and easy way to handle when bonus shares are given by the company. Very important, when bonus shares are given by the company, write in the number of shares column or nominal value column, but don't write anything in the cost column. Automatically when bonus shares are issued and the intrinsic value will come down, so market value, number of shares increased, but net worth is not changed, so that the intrinsic value will come down and market price also will be reduced. So that whenever sale has taken place, based on the total average carrying cost, what is the cost to be known in that way, sale price to be compared, profit loss can be incorporated. Come back to the end of the period and also check whatever the investments you are having, what is the average cost for them, and also compare market price. If cost itself is lower, no problem at all, but market price is lower, you have to take market price and incorporate the loss and while valuing the closing value of investments. So this is a simple way how to handle the sum when bonus shares are given. Okay, and we can discuss the next sum in the next class. Bye.